A live look of Washington, D.C. right now, our nation's capital, where President Biden is waking up today as president for the first time. He was given a very warm greeting last night by former presidents Barack Obama, George W. Bush, and Bill Clinton in a joint message.
Mr. President, I'm pulling for your success. Your success is our country's success.
Everybody needs to get off their high horse and reach out to their friends and neighbors and try to make it possible.
We've got to not just listen to folks we agree with, but listen to folks we don't.
Certainly that was part of some of the pomp and circumstance of yesterday, but President Biden, not wasting any time, he got right down to work, signing 15 executive orders during his first day in office. As we now turn to Chris Oddie, who joins us live from his home, as we've got the president's first full day on the clock coming up today.
Yes, Mark, and he's looking awfully comfortable at his new desk in the Oval Office. He's got the family photographs there behind him. He's got a lot of pens, and he used those pens to sign a lot of executive orders, 15 of them to be exact, and many of them are going to affect Texas more so than other states because they have to do with border security and immigration along the southern border. Biden immediately stopped construction on the border wall, one of the biggest promises of the Trump presidency. Changes to ICE policies and protections for the Dreamer program were also among the day one orders, as Biden wants to give undocumented immigrants an 8-year path to citizenship. He also ordered 100 days pause on deportations and ended the requirement that asylum seekers remain in Mexico. These announcements come as the city of El Paso is preparing for another migrant surge. They've dealt with surges before, but these new policies, as well as the pandemic, could present new challenges. Not related to immigration, Biden rejoined the Paris Climate Agreement, required masks on federal property, and canceled the Keystone Pipeline permit. A busy day one, but he acknowledged he'll need Congress's help for other parts of his agenda.
These are just executive actions. They are important, but we're going to need legislation for a lot of the things we're going to do.
And a lot of those Republican lawmakers are gracious to start. The GOP leader in the House, Kevin McCarthy, said congratulations to the president and vice president. Now we must get to work to solve the challenges facing our country. We're all Americans, and together we will succeed as we have for more than 230 years. But then, just a few hours later, McCarthy tweeting the Biden plan to offer citizenship to more than 11 million illegal immigrants who have for years knowingly broken our laws is the wrong policy at the wrong time. Hence is politics in this country. Mark, back to you.
All right, thank you, Chris. When someone asks you how long does bipartisanship lasts, a couple hours. So while former President Trump did not attend the inauguration, he did apparently keep up the tradition of writing a letter to his successor. President Biden says he did receive a letter from President Trump saying that sentiment in that letter was generous, but he's keeping the contents of it private for now. President Biden says he would want to speak with Mr. Trump first before letting people know what was in that letter, although according to Biden's press secretary, it does not seem like a call between the two is yet scheduled. All right, if you're somebody who pays attention to the stock market, you'll want to pay even closer attention than usual today, because yesterday we saw record highs after the inauguration. Both the Dow, S&P 500, and the NASDAQ, all three of them hitting new records as the market closed yesterday afternoon at 3 o'clock our time. Market's been hot for months now. The NASDAQ has more than doubled since its pandemic low back in March. Overall, the market performance very strong during the Trump presidency. Kara?